Alright, what's up, you guys? Gavin here. Today we have a pretty spectacular band we're looking at. The band we're looking at today is Tiger's Jaw. The album we're looking at is Spin. This came out last year. So yeah, let's jump right into this. The first one I'm talking about is my first impression of the band. So far, for what I've heard from Tiger's Jaw, they're more like alternative, not so much indie. Indie is kind of along its own thing. Indie kind of falls in a lot of categories of genres. I mean, there's like electronic music that has indie. So, I believe it's pop rock. Alternative pop rock, that type of deal. They're pretty good. This album, I haven't heard this album before. It's my first time hearing it, and it's it's not bad. I might have to listen to it more. Not bad. Okay, so one of the songs I really like is Blurry Vision. Definitely feeling this song. Yeah, they're really like pop punk indie-ish. So okay, so the next one we're talking about are the lyrics. The song we're looking at is Blurry Vision. I chose those lyrics because I found the song to be, I guess, the most appealing to me. So yeah, it starts off with things are not what they were meant to be. It's been a long time, maybe the wrong line. I wish I could have just incomplete, stay incomplete. We live a strange life. We are in vain. The hours run together while I'm falling apart. What's the only thing stopping me from calling you up? The hours run together while I'm falling apart. What's the only thing stopping me from calling you up? I don't know. Caught in the wrong place, leaving with no trace. Bottle up and learn to live again. I'm taking it slow or just fast enough. Not looking back when there's a reason when to move on. Some things you can't erase. We're on its space. Okay, so clearly it's about love and loss. It's really easy to make songs about love and loss because it's just so relatable, but it's just such a niche that it's like, can we please move forward? I understand the heartbreak hurts, and I understand that, like, everyone goes through it, so it's like, something that kind of unites us, that we all go through the heartbreak, but it's making for boring lyricism across all genres, and that just makes me kind of indifferent when we kind of get stuck in a bubble, when there's so many things you can sing about. There's so many. You could find metaphors and beautiful like, I guess, imagery from plain simple things, like maybe an item in your room or the sky or maybe someone's eye color. Like, you can make a song about somebody you really care about, but not so much how they hurt you. Maybe something that you liked about them would be really a cool take on such a niche topic. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. I haven't gone through all the songs, so I'm not bagging on the whole album. As far as lyrics go, just this one song makes me I have an opinion about songs with this type of lyrics. But anyway, so the next one we talk about is band similarities. Band similarities is a topic where I compare, or I find that this band relates to the most is in terms of sound. And for me, I was thinking about maybe like bands that I like from Indian Lakes, Lydia, and Paper Rivals. But I'm a bit biased, but I think they have their own sound, to be honest. Whereas Tiger's Jaw kind of relates more to like Paramore and Turnover. There's another couple bands that I think they also resemble in terms of sound. I have to listen to them more because I've only gotten, this is like one of my first, like my third or fourth actual impression of the band as a whole. The first impression with this album is third or fourth with the whole band, with all their music. I listened to Charmer a while back, and there's a couple of good tracks that I could probably find myself listening to more, and could really delve into everything that is Tiger's Jaw. But right now, I have kind of a broad view of them, and it's kind of bad because I'm not trying to review them, but it's just my opinion. It's just how I feel. So yeah. Okay, so the next one I'm talking about is my favorite song off the album. My favorite song happens to be Blurry Vision, mostly because it reminds me of this song called Turn of the Century by Peter something. Hold on, let me check it out. Turn of the Century. Or maybe it's Pete Yorn. That song is such a good song. That's usually how music gets to me, when either I'm aware of it or I'm not aware of it. Of certain songs reminding me of other certain songs is like the way to my heart when it comes to music. It doesn't. It's not so much that it's exactly the same, or that it's like, it's not exactly like a homage, but there's like maybe like a chord in there, or the rhythm, or maybe like the beat is just so close to that one, and it's really hidden. It has to be kind of like under the wraps most of the time, but that's just that's usually how I fall in love with certain songs. It makes it easier for me to listen to one song and then be able to be like, oh, that reminds me of this song, so I'm listen to that one, and that one reminds me of this one, so I'm listen to that one, and it feels really good and flows, and it almost sets up an atmosphere, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, so the next one about is the singing and screaming styles. Tiger's Jaw, not that I'm aware of. I don't think they really scream all that much, but singing, they remind me so much of Turnover. It's almost insane. Like it's like shoegazy. Yeah, that was the most relevant term I could think of, but it was just like not popping up. But shoegaze, they're borderline shoegaze, so it's like indie pop alternative shoegazy type thing. The vocals are straight shoegaze, to be quite frank. But yeah. I actually really like shoegaze, and I have nothing bad to say about shoegaze whatsoever. It's another one of those genres that are very atmospheric, and I don't know, it just makes you get lost in certain songs and things. Turnover went straight shoegaze, and whew, that was such a great direction for them. I think because they were pop punk for a while, and then they went shoegaze, and I don't know if it made them big or anything, but I know that me and my friends really got into them after that point. I think it was a smart move, and it keeps things fresh. I think if bands, if they decide to, because in the long run, people don't necessarily get bored, but they get kind of like, oh, what are you doing next? Can you mix it up? Blah 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 blah. You got new fans, old fans, and I think if you're gonna do a switch up, try to find something that's kind of like not if you're not necessarily familiar, just something that works really well, maybe complements your previous sound, would be a great anecdote I could give to bands who just want to keep going and really take advantage of everything they can do with their sound. So, alright guys, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any other suggestions for movies, music, games, and like, leave in the comment section. Be sure to check them out. And to rate this album, probably give it like a 3 or a 4. From my first impression, I definitely think I need to listen to more Tiger Straw. They're really good, and they have that vibe that I tend to look for when it comes to like indie and rock and alternative music and things. So yeah, I'll probably be checking them out more. But anyway, peace.